Lola and Kiki has been best of friends since their university days, and even if they studied different courses, this did not stop them from getting really close to each other. Lola studied nursing, while Kiki studied psychology. At the end of the day, Lola got a job in a hospital and she started working as a nurse. But Kiki became a full-time social media influencer. These two are a pair and they became very inseparable. Lola usually pay for dates, expensive vacations because she was the one that has more money. Kiki will always complain of not having money because she is a social media influencer with little or no job offers at some point. But Lola did not mind. She always pay for these vacations, go to expensive tours, go to fancy restaurants because as a nurse she earned better and she also has a boyfriend that actually loves her and sponsors some of her getaways. Lola is the very quiet one among the pair, but Kiki was more extroverted. So one day, Lola called Kiki and told her, "Girl, I have a gist for you. Hit me, what is it?" "I have a boyfriend and he's planning to actually take this to another level. I really love him and I wish that you'd be happy for me. Of course, even though you don't tell me, at least I'm your girl's girl. Don't worry, I got you." Kiki was not really happy with this, but soon Lola got married to the love of her life and Kiki also attended the wedding. Of course, she was the bridesmaid. They enjoyed the wedding, friends and family came around. Kiki was not really happy. At some point, she would go to a corner and be angry with herself. But Lola has already gotten married and soon she moved out of the house that she and Kiki shared to her husband's house. This really made Kiki pissed off. So the next day, Lola's husband got a message on his phone and he woke up Lola and said to her, "Really, Lola, have you been hiding things from me? See what I just got on my phone." When Lola saw it, she was very surprised and dumbfounded. "Oh my god, somebody is about to ruin my life." "But how come? What's going on?" Lola's husband said, "Yes, I'm so sorry. I am very, very sorry. I had a child while I was growing up. This is not something that is really good, so I decided to hide it. I just didn't want you to hate me or leave me because I was already in love with you. I just didn't want anything that would separate us. I was actually raped, so it was not something that I really did on my own. I had to keep the child because I didn't want to endanger my life. Right now, she is 14 and she is with my mother." Lola, look, I love you, okay? And I want you to understand that I wouldn't appreciate it if you keep things away from me. No matter how much hard you think it is, I would understand. Now I understand better. And who might even be trying to want to tell me this? Maybe the person is acting out of goodwill. That's what I don't know. The only people that know about this is my mother and my best friend Kiki. What's really going on? "It's okay, Lola," Lola's husband said. "But just make sure you don't tell me any more lies. Tomorrow morning, I'll be going to your mother's to bring down the child. She has to live with us so that we can be family. I don't want her growing up separately from us, if that is okay with you." "Oh my goodness. Thank you so much, Anthony," Lola said. Lola continued to live happily with her husband, and years down the line, she gave birth to two adorable kids. She recently gave birth to one, which was few months old, and so her mother came to stay with her so that she can help her with the chores and the new baby. An emergency call came and the mother had to go. So Lola called her friend Kiki and she said, "Hello Kiki, how are you? Please, I would need your help. I don't know if it's possible for you to come and stay with me and the babies. You know your work is remotely. You can always have time to it. Please, I'm begging you. These kids are really a handful and I can't really cooperate them with my job. My maternity leave is over and I'm still trying to fix myself up. I'm still new to all of these things." and it can be really difficult. It's okay, Kiki said on the other side of the phone. I am your best friend. I am definitely going to come around when you need me. Don't worry, first thing tomorrow, I'm packing my bags and I'm coming to your house. Oh my goodness, what a lovely friend you are, Lola said. I will be expecting you. Please do not fail me. The kids would definitely be excited to see you. And so she hung up. When Kiki dropped the call, she was so pissed. You can imagine. She has the audacity to call me to come and be what? A babysitter in her house. Just imagine the audacity. This girl does not really have regard for me. She has everything. A man that takes care of her, buys her good things, and she's always doing well in her job, getting good money, getting really paid. And me, I'm just sitting down here doing nothing with my life. That's why she even had the guts to call me to tell me to come and be babysitting her kids. Anyways, this is going to be my time. I should just think of something to do. Lola cannot just have it all. And so the next day she went to Lola's house, packed her bags. When Lola saw her, she was so excited. Oh, look at my boy. He's really growing up big, Kiki said. Yes, he's growing. And that's how they are disturbing me in this house. They laughed together. Later that day, Kiki started cooking. She cooks for the whole family, including Lola's husband, and soon everybody loved her because she can really cook and she knows how to grab people's attention and to make them love her. So everybody actually loved her very much. She'll cook and calls everybody to the table. One day, she was in the kitchen and she said to herself, wow, this is my moment. See the way everything just got planned. Nature can be very, very smart. I'm just going to take this moment. I think, just like what Lola said yesterday, she will be leaving for her internship, which is going to be around 3 days by tomorrow. Once she leaves, I have this whole house to myself. Then I have to put in practice what I have always wanted for myself, to have a man like hers and also to have a family just like ours. And then I'll be cashing out. Ugh. So later that day, she called a man to fix up Lola's car. She paid him handsomely, and the man did the job just as she requested. She sneakishly went outside to peep if anybody was there, and then she paid him. The next day morning, Lola was ready to go for her internship that was going to last for 3 days. Please take care of the house. I know you are going to actually do a good job. My husband has gone out for work and I know he's going to come back very hungry. Please just help me. I'm going now and I'll see you guys in a bit. So she left, she took her car and left. Soon, they called the husband, Anthony, and told him that his wife had been involved in an accident. He was so surprised. He rushed down to the hospital and saw his lifeless wife. He was so weak. He didn't know what to do. He burst into tears. This is not the plan. Why? Why did you do this to me? And soon the doctor came and took him out. Mr. Anthony, I need to talk to you. While your wife was rushed here, she was just saying a particular word. My car brake failed. My car brake failed. That's the only thing she said until we were able to stable her before we called you. And when you came in, sadly, she was unable to even speak to you or even see you before she died. Ha, what is this? So Anthony left the hospital and went back home. For months, he was just staying in his room without talking to anybody, sad, depressed, and was crying all the time. Soon, he became very depressed that he stopped going to work all the same. His friend came to see him in the house and talked to him, and he said, Anthony, you can't continue to remain like this, at least for the sake of your kids. You can't just stop coming to the office. I have been managing this business for you now for quite some months, and you know I'm not as capable as you are. Please, just take heart, okay? I know everything is going to get better. Besides, for all of these months that you have been sulking, your wife's best friend Kiki has been here all through, taking care of the kids, making sure they have everything under control. I saw her even going out to get groceries when I came in. You really have somebody with a beautiful heart here. I think it's time for you to move on and look on the brighter side of life with her. Ah, that's true. But please, I love my wife and I can't believe this is happening. This is not actually the plan that we had. How can this really happen to me? I know, Anthony, it's not even easy for anyone, but for the sake of your kids, okay? And soon, Anthony came out of his shell and soon became very close to Kiki. They would sit at night and watch movies till it's really late. They laugh together. Kiki will always cook food for him, prepare lunch for him also while he goes to work. Kiki will take care of the kids in the house, but unknowing to Anthony that when he left for work, Kiki will always maltreat the kids and then she will act all nice when he's back, also treating them all nice. And soon, Anthony started falling for Kiki. He felt so hard for her that one day he asked her, Kiki, you have been a very nice person, a shoulder to cry on, and a very solid rock that I can really rely on. Through my trying times, you have been here. I want to take this a step further with you. That is, if you don't mind. I want to get married to you so that at least we can fill this vacuum that Lola left us. Only the both of us know how much we love her. Please, marry me so that everything can just continue to go on this smooth as it has been. Kiki said, oh, I'm so happy. I'm doing this for my friend, not because I really want to, but what can I do? I'm doing this for my friend. And Kiki took the ring and accepted. Lola's daughter saw them and was happy for her father. The next day, Kiki received a phone call from a strange number and she answered and said, hello, who am I speaking with? Ah, madam, it's me, the man you gave contract to actually fill the break of your friend. Ah, and my ear is not working. Who is this? Kiki said. I said it's the man you gave contract. Look, listen and listen very well. I need you to raise 2 million naira for me in the next 3 days. Else I will expose you to your newly found love that you're about to get married to. What do you mean? Did I not pay you when I gave you the contract? Do not ever in your life call me again. 3 days. 3 days, madam. Kiki, do not get me angry. And I will tell your husband if you refuse to do as I say. 2 million naira in 3 days. Get out of my phone, Kiki said, and don't you ever call me. Do your worst. Besides, he loves me more than you even think, and he wouldn't even believe the nonsense you have to say. And Kiki hung up the phone. The next day, Anthony and Lola's daughter was getting along, and she said to him, Dad, I would love to tell you something. Oh, go ahead, baby. What is it? I don't trust this lady. Auntie Kiki acts mysterious sometimes. How? What do you mean? I think she killed mother. Please. Why would you say a thing like that to Auntie Kiki? She has been taking care of you. But Dad, each time you are not around, she maltreats us. She refuses giving us food. And most times I do heavy jobs in this house. Almost everything in this house is done by me aside her cooking. I think she's pretending. And besides, yesterday, I overheard her on the phone talking to somebody. I don't even understand, but I just have this feeling that she's talking to the person that she actually sent to kill mother. Please, baby, you don't have an evidence for this. And it's very wrong to accuse anybody. Okay? So, let's just take this off our minds and act like it never happened. Okay? Okay, daddy. The next day, the man called again. Madam, the madam, it's tomorrow. Don't say I did not warn you. It's tomorrow. Young man, I told you before to stop calling my phone. Or are you deaf or something? Or do you even want me to get angry with you? Look, if you don't want to lose your life, you better stop calling me. Kiki got angry. Madam, tomorrow is the last day. After tomorrow, and I don't see that money, 2 million naira in cash, then you will have yourself to blame. You will kiss goodbye to the fairy tale life you are living. Kiki got angry and dropped the phone. Meanwhile, Anthony was worried about what the daughter told him earlier, and so he picked his phone and called someone, a private investigator, to keep an eye on Kiki. I don't just understand, he said to the person on the phone. I feel like my daughter is saying something that is really connecting right now, but I need you to keep an eye on my girl. Just in case, if you see anything, let me know. Immediately he dropped his phone. He saw a message and he opened it and was surprised. Wow, what is going on? What are my eyes seeing? He was so furious and angry and waited for Kiki to return. When she came back, he confronted her. Kiki, what is this nonsense I'm hearing? Did you kill my wife? Oh, please. What's that rubbish? Who told you all of that? Yes, look at it on my phone that you killed my wife. You made sure the brake was not working and then you allowed her to be involved in an accident. How can you be this heartless? Please, it's okay. Spare me all the gospel. Lola had a good life. She had everything going on for her, and I had nothing. I only just wanted a piece of what she had. Killing her was not even a thing. It was not like that hard. Please, I only just killed her so that she can relax. Okay? And besides, I'm doing all of the job. Do you think it's easy for me here? What? Did you say that to my face? You will get to explain that to the police. When I'm done with you, you will know that you actually stepped on the wrong foot. And never again in your entire miserable life will you do such a thing to a human being that loves you with all her heart. All she did was loved you. What's wrong with you, Kiki? So Anthony got angry and called the police. The police came and took Kiki away, already having a testimony that she killed Lola. They took her away. Anthony went back to the house to greet his kids, apologizing to them of how he was not able to actually know that these kind of things are going on without his knowledge. It's okay, Daddy. We'll look out for each other. That is what family do. They smiled at each other